What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Money Monday. It's October 25th. Markets just closed 3 minutes ago. We had another wild day. What can I say? Today, you really had to be patient in waiting for your setup and attacking what you know. This morning, we woke up to the gap scanners. We've seen so many stocks gapping up. Everybody was super excited after seeing what DWAC, PHUN, MARK has all done on Friday. Everything was having extreme gap ups. We just had 2 days off, Saturday and Sunday. So everybody's eager, excited. They want to jump in and make money and kick off the week. Well, right when that market opened, pretty much everything across the board just sold off. But things did come back around, and we seen some really good moves today. So let's talk about it. I hope you guys all kicked off the week on the right foot. The most important thing you want to try to do on a Monday is just start green. It doesn't matter how much, as long as you can start green to get that ball rolling. And then as the week progresses, you don't have to try as hard. You'll focus more on protecting your profits. And then when Friday comes around, you don't even really have to trade or even show up because you did all your work for the week. So BKKT with the epic run today, doing in massive 181 million in volume today. After that run on DWAC, running from pretty much $10 a share up to $175 a share, that got everybody super excited in small cap land. And after you have a move like this, everybody's first thought is, all right, what's next? I'm not going to miss the next one. And whatever pops up, I'm going to chase after it, jump in, and ride it up like how DWAC ran up. DWAC, this morning, it was looking pretty good. It was gapping up a little bit up to this 120 level. Then, as we just said, right when that market opened, it gets a death candle from 121 all the way down to 107 and into a halt. And this thing got drilled all the way down to $90. So that's a $30 sell off to the downside. What else did we have gapping up this morning? MARK was having a just stupid, insane gap up this morning. Friday, this bad boy went from under $1, runs all the way up after hours to a high of almost 350. Then coming into Monday, we're getting this extreme gap up all the way up to $8.50. Did it continue? Nope. Right when that market opens at 7, slams all the way down to 4, and then gets drilled all the way down to under $3 a share. So the thing I want to get across this morning, just because you're waking up and everything is looking great, fantastic, you're seeing all these big stocks gapping up huge on the gap scanners. You know FOMO is in the market. You see the excitement in all of the other traders. Doesn't mean things are going to keep going. It doesn't. What I try to do, and it's the famous words from Otis, if you've watched The Devil's Rejects, I always try to keep my expectations low. That way I'm never disappointed. So never get high hopes and excited and caught up in the moment, as I like to say. Because things could look great one moment and things turn bad and down the next. So we had Mark sell off. We had PHUN was gapping up this morning. This thing was getting drilled down Friday to 650. This morning, it's gapping up, hitting a high of $12. It keeps running up and testing that $12, making it look like it's going to break it. But as soon as that market opened at 12, just slams all the way down to 1050 and into a halt. Reopens, slams down again to 950, gets halted again, and this got drilled all the way down to just about 750. So imagine you're that excited new trader and you're looking left on what PHUN did on Friday with it exploding right out of the open from $7 up to $25. You get caught up in the moment buying right when that market opens from $12, gets halted down. You can't get out of that position. And from 12 gets slammed all the way down to 950. That's just about a $3 per share drop, all within the first 10-15 minutes of the market opening. So let the market open up. Let these stocks prove to you that they're worthy, that they can spike and they're strong and they have good setups. Back to PKKT. This bad boy's still going. Everybody's excited on this because they seen what DWAC has done. Everybody was looking for the next big mover. And today, we got that move. BKKT. Volume just kept flowing into it nonstop all day. Nonstop all day. So amazing run from 11 up to now $35. Who knows how far this goes, guys? Tomorrow, it could be gapping up over $50, $70, or it could gap down. They could do an offering. Who knows? It's up. What? Well, we just hit after hours, so it's up 281%. 234% at the close. That's wild. Pretty epic and insane on BKKT. Also, in the Sunday scan from yesterday, we were talking about HUDI. And if you look up at that daily chart on HUDI, this thing has had what, like 14 straight green days in a row, and it's been trending up nonstop, just like what HX did. We've picked up on the trend. All these stocks are just gradually trending up and up and up and up, and then getting that euphoric explosion. Today, in a blink of an eye, this thing consolidated all day right here at $14. And then from 14, just explodes all the way up to almost $24. That's a $10 per share move, all within 10-15 minutes. Insane opportunity. Insane. This is why we pay attention to these stocks and keep tabs on them to see how they set up and the potential upside opportunity they could present. Now, you guys all remember HX with the recent big run that HX had, and then just in a couple days, it crumbled and fell apart from 25 all the way down to $5 per share. This morning, I was putting HX on swing alert, and it all comes down to timing with these stocks. Timing is the hardest part. You could see the upward potential these names have, but nobody knows when they'll make their move. Nobody. I don't care who you are. This morning, HX, it was trying to run up and break over that 650, get a nice bounce on it after that just huge downfall it had. But it stalled out at 650 and decided to go all the way back down to $5. And then from 5, then it wants to perk back up and get this nice explosion back up right here. Rehold VWAP, and then right at the end of the day, get a rip up to almost $7. So this could just be starting for HX. This has got a lot of good upward potential after this downfall. This could easily rip back up to 9, 10, 12, 15. Who knows? It's going to get a good bounce on it, is what I see. So there's a lot of FOMO in this market for sure. A lot of FOMO. Everybody's attention all right now is on BKKT. If you're thinking about buying BKKT and swinging this overnight, I would be more on the cautious side because it's just a bit too obvious. And when things seem a bit too obvious, chances are it's not really going to work because everybody's thinking, well, DWAC had that big run up and then it gapped up over $100, $120 the next day. Now that BKKT is taking off and running, everybody's thinking, well, DWAC just had a huge gap up the next day, so will BKKT. The way I look at it, it's just too obvious. It's not going to happen. So chances are, I personally think BKKT gaps down tomorrow. They're not going to make it that obvious and easy. There's been a lot of stocks that just been quickly ripping up, not holding their gains, and falling right back down. HUDI, quick rip, gives back all of its gains. DATS, this had a good rip today. You guys all remember DATS. This had a nice tight pullback all day down here to 820s and got a good rip at the end of the day here up to 950. So a nice almost $2 per share rip just before the close. Other stocks that popped off today, BE. This was easy to borrow on Thinkorswim. Hold on, let me show you guys. So BE was easy to borrow on Thinkorswim. Whenever that could be a trading strategy within its own. Whenever something is easy to borrow, 90% of people are typically wrong. And you can see nice little squeezes on easy to borrow stocks. BE was gapping up this morning from $20 up to a high of $25.50. Right when that market opens, this thing just explodes from 25 up to a high of 27.50. Gets a nice pullback down to 25.50. And then from there grinds up all day, just slowly squeezing up to $28. You had BE and BENE. This had a good day on Friday, running from 10 to 19. That's a $9 per share rip to the upside. And then it gave everything back. Then, big gap up this morning, back up to 20. Starts to curl out right here, looking like it's going to go right before the open. Stalls out, and this thing got drilled all the way back down to where it came from. Pretty nasty, if you ask me. This thing's such a beast. Hitting $39 now. BKKT. Yeah, who knows how far this thing can go, guys. That's a pretty big move to the upside. We could wake up and this thing be gapping up to 50, or it could be gapping down. It's really a 50-50 gamble. It really is. CNTX. Let's talk about that one real quick. A lot of indecision on CNTX today. This is a newer IPO. If you look up at the daily, it's just had 4 consecutive green days. Pushing up all 4 days. This thing opened on its IPO day around 450. Pushes up to 550. Then pushes up to 7. Pushes up to 8. It's been finding a lot of resistance at $8. And then right here, after this long consolidation phase just above VWAP from 760s up just below $8. We could draw our resistance there at 8. Nice 40-cent range consolidation. Then it gets this surge up over 8 to 830, thinking it's going to go. And then it quickly fails. And it's getting drilled down to 740. So this thing, it's due for a rest. It's not necessarily done. It just needs to pull back, recoup, take a break, and then maybe later on it can come back and break that $8. It's just going to take some time. A lot of new IPOs have been popping off recently. PTLO. Again, this is a new IPO opening up 3 days ago down here at 26. This had an epic good run to $46. That's a $20 run to the upside in 3 days. And it's still holding up quite well. There's a lot of good stocks that have been popping off recently, so we got 2 more months left in the year. All these stocks, great opportunity on them. We could be ending out the year here with a bang. CRTD. This just simply stalled out straight up at 750. Look at that death candle. 7 all the way down here to 6. All the way down to 550. Down below 5. Lot of selling going on with this name. Well, good start to the week, you guys. Good start to the week. I think we're going to see a lot of explosive moves this week. We are. Most definitely. We've now had 2 stocks go supernova. Volume is back in small cap land. BKKT. Everybody's surging into this, pushing it up higher. The opportunity out here is just insane. Insane. So take advantage of it. What's the favorite saying we like to say? You'll know when stocks are tradable. They'll be blowing air horns in your face and kicking you in your shins. BKKT, epic run today. A lot of really good runs today. Good job to you guys in the Discord this morning. Showing up, being patient, waiting for your opportunity, capitalizing on it, and locking in profit. Starting off the week on the right foot. I'm going to go ahead and lock it in. We're in the last full week of October. Don't forget that. So let's end October out with a bang, you guys. And let's see how the rest of this week and month plays out. As I always say, guys, have that patience,